What's going on? Tywin here, bringing you Act 4 Revelations. Issa's mission here. We get to go to the House of Kor, one of the four main deathless houses, or whatever. House of Kor. It's another, it's an Oriental type house, kind of like Sadie's Garden from Infinity Blade 2. And it's a lot of fun. You get to fight, all the Titans you fight have kind of an Oriental type theme to them. It reminds me a lot of Hero from Infinity Blade 1, one of the Deathless Kings that you meet. And for all we know, he used to belong to this house at one point, you know? It's unclear, really. But here's Kabuki. You get to fight him in the tutorial from Infinity Blade 2, and he's back here for some more fun. He's like a dual-wielding samurai android thing. So, he's a lot of fun. Of course, we have the Infinity Spear right now. We have that equipped. As you can see, it is very powerful. Took him out with relative ease. Not too hard at all. One thing I will say, the Infinity weapons that you get throughout the gameplay, they're pretty overpowered, especially right in the beginning. So if you're struggling with a level or a boss, if you have like the Infinity Cleaver for Cyrus or the Infinity staff thing there for Issa, Infinity Spear, whatever it's called, then equip it because it will help you. It really will help you get through some of the tougher fights if you're struggling. If you can avoid it though, I would hold off and use them just on the bosses and use some of the lower end weapons so you can get the experience from those. Honestly, I find it kind of funny that we can parry and block a giant pillar, but whatever. It is what it is, right? We are deathless after all. We can pretty much do whatever we want, I guess. So I shouldn't be too surprised. Because the deathless process does make you stronger. It not only makes you immortal, it changes your physicality, so you're a lot stronger and you stay young. You stay younger. You age very, very slowly, or whatever. I don't know. But it makes you strong. It puts you at your physical peak. So they have, superhuman strength, which is what you see throughout the series from Infinity Blade 1 and from the Infinity Blade 1 all the way into this game. We can survive really large falls. Giant monstrosities and dragons can bite us and throw us around, and we don't. You drop us from high heights, and we still pop right back up. Don't break any bones. So being a deathless makes you superhuman. Obviously, that's no surprise to anyone who's been playing this game since this franchise since the beginning. Radriar had superhuman type powers in the first one. Well, the God King, we didn't know his name was Radriar yet. Cyrus shows superhuman feats in the second game, and now Issa and Cyrus show superhuman strength, especially like fighting a dragon. Alright, so now we get to take on a staff wielding weapon with our staff and see what staff is better. Obviously ours is, because we can beat him here in like one break. the game kind of fools you a little because the infinity weapons are so overpowered. If you use them too much though early on, you may not. It may not be beneficial further down the road because you might have not got as much SP from the lower end items or really learned some of the step backs because you were using too much of an overpowered weapon. That's why I was saying use the lower tier weapons if you can, and save the infinity weapons for like boss fights that you need a little extra firepower for, maybe. But really, there's no wrong way to play. You know, play however you see fit. As you can see, I'm putting mostly into attack right here. But really, just use your SP to unlock whatever skills you really want to unlock. Because of the new skill system that they have, you might not want to just throw all your stats into attack because there might be skills in other areas that you want to use. So there's no wrong way to play the game. So do whatever helps you to be successful, and don't really worry about what other people are doing. I'm sure Sab is probably putting mostly all his stats into attack, which will be good for him. He, that's how he likes to play. But I haven't figured out what approach I really want to take. It'd be kind of cool to have every single skill unlocked, which takes 50 SP into each section, and then once I have every skill available, then focus all into attack from that point on. That might be what I do. I haven't really decided yet. I mean, there are some really good skills, like the ones that make the merchant sell stuff cheaper or come more often, or the one that makes the forging of new weapons quicker. Those skills are ones that are, in my opinion, must have, because especially with the reforging of weapons, they can take like 15 hours or more to reforge a weapon. So any way that you can cut down on that time without having to spend battle chips is a good thing, in my opinion. There's also one that makes it cheaper. That makes it cheaper to reforge weapons. That would be a good one to have as well, because they can be really expensive for the armorer to reforge your weapon. So there we see the gem cutter. Even though he turned us down when we were playing as Cyrus, he's like, "Sure, why not? You look like a nice woman, Issa. I'll work for you." So you get an achievement at a lady's behest because Issa asked, and he said yes, and that's all it took was a lady to ask him. Apparently, a lady in a a tight, form-fitting armor. So, either way, now we have recruited the gem cutter, which is our last ally that we had to recruit, and now we can continue on with this level and make our way towards the final boss. Here's Kuro, or Kuro, I don't know, but he's the same kind of fighting style as Kiro, the Deathless King. So I'm really hoping by the time that I air this video for you guys that we have some Clash mods to play. Because right now there are no Clash mods. So hopefully by the time this airs, there will be some Clash mods that we can play. Whew, man, alright. Almost there. Now we're out into the courtyard. or the arena, or whatever this is. It's actually, if you look, it's a giant map of what the Earth looks like right now. This is what the Earth looks like. And actually all those pillars, all those pillars that are standing in the arena area are actually plot points on the map, similar to the map that is at our hideout. And you'll see what I mean once we fight the Deathless Titan. You'll see why that is the case. As you can see, I'm still trying to learn all the new Titans step backs. It's kind of refreshing for me. I'm not used to getting hit and dying so many times with a lot of these new Titans. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but I find myself being challenged more than I ever was in a long time with Infinity Blade 2. I'm not sure how the rest of you guys feel, but some of these new Titans are a little more challenging than others, and I find myself actually wanting to put some stats into health, which I really didn't do a whole lot of when I played in Infinity Blade 2. I usually didn't put hardly any, and actually towards the end of my Infinity Blade 2 career, I didn't put anything into health. I was playing heavy and I put 97% of my SP into attack and 3% into shield, and that was it. And the only help I got was from, the armor and stuff. I'm sure eventually I will get to that point where I can do a similar type thing in Infinity Blade 3, but right now I'm not at that point as I don't know the enemies well enough yet. Although there are a lot of similar enemies, there are new ones as well. So, interesting little trivia for you. Not really trivia, but I'm commentating over this video for you guys. Act 4 with Issa, and I'm playing Infinity Blade 3 at the same time as commenting. Multitasking here, and I'm actually back on Act 4, playing it again as I record the gameplay, or as I commentate over this video. I'm playing more Infinity Blade 3. Kind of funny. Maybe not. Maybe it's only funny to me, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't really know why I was just standing here for so long. So I apologize for that. I should have edited that out. I think what happened was my daughter needed something, so I just set the phone down and was continuing to record while my character just stood there waiting for me to do something. That's what I think happened. Either way, my bad for just standing there for like 40 seconds. But it is what it is, so deal with it. I did. Got over it. I'm over it. Are you over it? Good. So, this is really kind of random, but nothing to do with this video. But a couple weeks ago, you guys might have saw on my channel the first Issa gameplay that I showed. It was before the game was released. It wasn't my gameplay. It was some demo gameplay from another YouTube channel, Modojo, that got to do interview with the guys from Chair, the Mustard Brothers, and Brandon Sanderson, and they got to play the game, a demo version where Chair kind of beefed up the character. They had like almost 1 million gold and almost 100,000 battle chips, so they could buy whatever they wanted without having to worry about things. They could just demo the game, and they had some of the highest end weapons that you can find. So some guy, because he's a genius, recently commented on that video that I'm a hacker because I was only on level 2 and I already had almost 1,000,000 gold, which I thought was really funny because I say right in the video that it is not my gameplay even. And either way, even if I had 1,000,000 gold on level 2, that is, I mean, I know that's not really possible, but it doesn't necessarily mean I hack. Okay, yeah, I would have. But anyway, I didn't hack because it wasn't my gameplay. It was gameplay from a demo version of the game that Cher gave to some, reviewers and reporters so they could see what the game looked like and without having to grind for all their gold and battle chips like we have to do. So I just thought it was funny. Anyway, so here is Leandra. Once we take her out, you'll see what I mean about the importance of the giant map on the ground here in her castle. And I'm getting my butt whooped on because I suck. No, but really, like she really kicked my butt. I ended up beating her still, but it wasn't easy. I was not prepared at all for her step backs. Even with using the Infinity Spear, it just, or whatever, I still was getting my butt kicked. We bring her down enough and then she blows wind at you. And then we tempt her, we tell her to just kill us, but she doesn't want to. She's actually is going to end up helping us, as you'll see here. She goes on a monologue about how the worker doesn't understand immortality and she refused his salvation. She refuses to go with him to the moon, and she decided to stay behind and watch the planet burn. And then she says, the worker is right under your feet. And you see the map there. It looks very similar to the map back at our hideout. And Leandra has just told us the location of the Worker of Secrets. So now in Act 5, which will be coming soon, we'll get to play through the final mission and go take on the Worker of Secrets. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry that I was a little rambling today. I'm very distracted. Watching football, playing with my daughter, and playing Infinity Blade, and commentating. So that's why I was a little scatterbrained. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this is Tywin. Peace. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for great iOS gaming content and to follow me on Twitter.